morning, US President Donald Trump has announced the framework for a trade deal with the United Kingdom, the first agreement the White House has reached since launching steep new global tariffs last month. The final details are being written in the coming weeks. This is what Donald Trump said during an event in the Oval Office. But the deal includes billions of dollars of increased market access, especially in agriculture, dramatically increasing access for American beef, ethanol, and virtually all of the products produced by our great farmers. This is what the US president claimed. But Agriculture Secretary Brooke Rollins acknowledged during the White House event that many of the thorny details of any future agricultural access have yet to be negotiated. My colleague Nick Harper has more on this from Washington. Listen in.
Today's agreement with the UK is the first in a series of agreements on trade that my administration has been negotiating over the past 4 weeks. With this deal, the UK joins the United States in affirming that reciprocity and fairness is an essential and vital principle of international trade. Furthermore, in a historic step, the deal includes plans that will bring the United Kingdom into the economic security alignment with the United States. That's the first of its kind.
US President Donald Trump described this trade deal with the UK as good for both countries, but in many respects, this is perhaps better for the United States. Donald Trump announced his trade policies about a month ago, and during that time, there have been negotiations with multiple countries, but no deal finalised, and there has undoubtedly been pressure on the US president to get a deal done. There is a 90-day pause on the majority of tariffs against other countries. The 10% baseline tariff on all countries remains in effect, but Donald Trump had promised to do 90 deals in 90 days. We're already a third of a way through that 90-day period, and this is just the first deal. Now, many details are yet to be worked out. Donald Trump said that the details would be written up in the coming weeks, but he did say that this was a conclusive trade agreement, and it's something that the United Kingdom has been looking for some time, a bilateral relationship with the US, in particular since it withdrew from the European Union with Brexit back in 2020. So both sides, the US and the UK, celebrating this. Amongst other things, there will be the creation of an aluminium and steel trading zone and a secure pharmaceutical supply chain. Something which will be good news for many countries who are listening, who will perhaps want to do a similar deal. In terms of other deals, the US president is saying that there are plenty in the works and potentially more announcements to come in the coming days or weeks. Amongst them, of course, India seems to be near the top of the priority list, including other relationships with both Japan and South Korea. Those three countries have been among the most prolific in terms of the negotiations that have taken place over the last few weeks. We even saw Vice President J.D. Vance in India to try and push forward this deal, at the time saying that essentially it was agreed in principle, but the deals were still being worked out. That is something that we could be hearing in the coming days. But this day, Donald Trump is certainly celebrating this win with the United Kingdom, being as it is the first trade deal to be done with another country as a result of his tariffs policy. Nick Harper, NDTV, Washington.